Alright, welcome back to our folktale, whatever, village, Leathertail, Cove, whatever we're calling this. I don't even know what it is anymore, but after the long episode, it's good to be back to these normal, progressing episodes that we have going on. I feel like they're a lot easier to take care of. So, with that being said, obviously you guys missed it, but the drought of cycle 29 was definitely something that hit us quite hard. But as you can tell, we got 5.3 water and we still have this large amount in storage that we're able to draw from, and we have 18 days, so I'm not too terribly worried about that. We're still working on this. I have an idea for this that we're going to start getting cooked up, because I definitely want... The heck is that? Oh, that's the path thing. Okay, we'll need to keep that. Alright. That goes down below. That was for something else, but anyway. So, we have that going for us. Anyway. So, I'm gonna blow this up so that we can then put... let's go 3 times speed so we actually get some stuff going here. And I'm gonna put a refinery right there, and then obviously it will hook up to power, and then I'm gonna put another one right there so we don't have to worry about making weird stuff. We can just put a platform over it and call it a good day. So hopefully that works and does good stuff. Then while we're still kind of putting this stuff together, like I said, we haven't quite finished it yet, but we're at the end of 18 days we'll be testing that, hopefully. Then over here I have this going. This was at the end of our last video, getting this started. And then obviously the other big project that we're just going to kind of have sit down on and get that going. We have certain high priorities going, but that's just to kind of get this outline going so that we can get a pathway set up so that we can start tackling it from a few different areas. And I also felt like putting it right here would definitely help that situation. And then instead of doing what we did over here where it was adding blocks in certain areas and making this thing look all jacked up, and I can't even use words right now, but yeah, this didn't come out the way I wanted it to, for this simple fact of making the roof all holy. So hopefully when that comes in, we'll be able to put wooden blocks in certain areas and get that looking just a little bit neater for the entirety, the overall look of it, I guess. I came in here before the video in map fashion and decided to build these platforms. These platforms are mainly so we can reach these TNT blocks that are set up on separate little things that we won't be able to reach. And obviously that will come into effect once we oh my gosh, words. Once we I just lost my train of thought. That was crazy. Anyway, that'll come into effect later. But everything's looking nice. So we're going to start the refinery here, and then I think I opened this back up just so we could clear up some of all this junk. Obviously we're about to start using it, because I want to say this stuff uses gears to be built. Yeah, 25 gears each. And for this one, we need 3 just to get that going. And then we'll need 1. And then I decided that this would be a good area to accomplish that task. And I thought putting this over it would then get this going, but apparently I was mistaken in that. I know this pumps constantly, so I'm not necessarily worried about that, but yeah. We have a few things that we need to keep in mind. And then I don't know if I necessarily want... I know I said in the last video that we're going to build a farm here, and obviously this is something that needs to be like used, but what to build, I don't even know. Because like I said, we're about to make all of this farmland. We might as well. It's unused area. It's something that we need. Not necessarily desperately, but maybe a little bit of this area become like a tree grove, because I mean, this will bounce back obviously, but we used a heck of a ton of loggage. We're still using a heck of a ton of loggage for everything, so there is that. But yeah, this will be a nice addition, and especially if we can set it up the way we want it to, that would definitely be a wonderful thing. Man, talk about a slow start, but I think that's mainly because of certain priorities. But if we can get this built, then I mean, at least we can get going a little bit. I don't even know, but here's kind of our basic unused like building materials. We're pretty much maxed out, and we're needing wood. That is a very apparent. This is our ingredients pile, and we're doing pretty good. I mean, spatterdock and cattails are a little bit low, but they haven't really bounced back since the drought, the 8 droughts that hit us. I haven't really been looking at this, but we got cinnamon rolls now. Maple pastries, they're basically cinnamon rolls. Potatoes were doing good. We maxed out on chestnuts, crackers, carrots, yes, carrots we're doing all right on, and grapes, blueberries, whatever. I'm just all over the place, man. I'm telling you what, I'm on fire today. But I mean, good news is that, one, we got this done. We're obviously still working on some gears, but I mean, we're pretty much done there. Yeah, I'm pretty impressed with this. I'm definitely liking this. I just, like I said, we need to test it out. Another part that I'm not sure made it into the video because I'm still editing that, and I just needed a break and needed to switch it up and get the juices flowing in a different avenue, was we're going to make this a little bit bigger, because it started flooding, and there wasn't enough water, like, not that there wasn't enough water, but there wasn't enough space for the water to flow. So I felt like if we could TNT some of this out and make a little bit of a bigger portion of water, then, you know, like I said, eventually coming through here and adding the little holes there so that this water can flow. Alright. Then I came down here and I was looking at some stuff. Let me clear that out. Alright, so I was looking at some stuff, and I feel like we're going to have to delete a few things and kind of restructure this. One, I don't know if having 3 Like, what is that? That's 9 beavers handling this small patch of area. And everybody can reach there. Oh, well, we might not have any places to put this stuff. But, yeah, restructuring this area. So, here's what I'm going to do. We're going to get rid of this. Yes. Oh! Awesome. Awesome. I thought I had that one clicked. Okay. Alright, that's how we're starting this thing. Alright, so once this gets built... Oh my gosh, I can't believe I did that. Anyway, so we're going to come in here and hit these buttons, and then I actually need that built first. Yeah, anyway, we're going to come in, build this, and then once that's built, because obviously, moron running the keyboard over here just doesn't know what he's doing. I want to see what these pastries look like real quick. Alright, little red boxes. Not bad. Alright, anyway. Once this gets built, then we're going to then delete this, delete all this pathway stuff. I'll put a pathway just so we can get there. Right there. And then we're going to keep this pathway like this. Delete this, what is that? Grindstone. We can delete that now. We'll delete this. I'm just going to come in here and delete this. Get it reset, whatever. We need this. We're going to rearrange this pathway. Because there is no real reason to have that there. Yes, you're going to be confused on how you... Actually, we're going to do it that way because what I was about to do is just totally stupid. Alright, and then we can get rid of this lantern. And that actually gives us a good chunk of wood. Might help. And get that going. But anyway, my idea is then to come in here for max storage. Put that there. I need this pathway here. But anyway, yeah, we'll have these two going. Delete this one. Then we'll be able to put another storage unit right here. Well, we'll get rid of this pathway, and then I can put one there, one there. But that's in the way. And then that should be alright. Yeah, we'll have one there, and then we'll be able to put one right here, maybe. Anyway, I'm just trying to get to where we actually upgrade our storage's area. What's food that we could do? Carrots could do a little bit of love, but that'll be alright. Let's go bread. Actually, we can go chestnuts. We'll make this one bread, why not? We're about to build 3 more once this gets built. Let's see how this is going. Hey, that actually looks pretty good. That didn't take too terribly long to actually build. Yeah, once they're able to like get crack-a-lackin' on this, this is... I think what helped was the whole, we have a butt ton of extract. That green sludge is no joke. But anyway, I'll path all this out. We still have a long way to go, but doesn't actually look too terribly bad. Alright. Yeah, we'll get that stuff built, and then I'll put back in like a couple of lanterns, a couple of seats, or whatever, and make all the beavers feel more at home and happy with their lives. Then maybe once we get this dug and built and all that other fun jazz looking a little bit better, maybe we can dig a hole into here. Once we get this all settled, we can dig a hole and then maybe flood a little bit of this area to get some more of this going. But that would have to deal with water management skills and seeing if we are able to actually comprehend that. Okay, do they look like little mice? I'm getting little mice vibes. Like we're making little tunnels or whatnot to like cheese. Anybody ever read that book? I don't even know what that book's called, but it was a good book. I know that sounds silly when I can't remember what the name of it was, but about mice in a maze. And whether or not to leave cheese and go find new cheese or just stay and all that fun stuff. But yeah, I liked it. It was a good book. Had a lot of a few moral compass rule things going on in there. Alright, we're at the point where I'm about to like get a little bit... Okay, I don't know if we need to go down there. Oh shoot, we can put one right here. Why not? Hey, we can put two of them. And play. Got the food. Like yeah, we're in a good spot. We definitely have the food to support growth here. Sorry about that. I think my next challenge is going to be a level cap on population. Like our population can't go over X amount. I'm gonna have to do some research on that because I haven't seen anybody do that. So that might be interesting. I'm not saying it's not out there. I'm just saying that like the people I watch play this game personally haven't done it. So it might be something interesting to try to see if I can actually do that. Starting to get confidence. The fact that we're at cycle 33 and not really sweating a whole lot anymore. Obviously our potatoes are dying a little bit because of this water, but I mean, we got potatoes coming in down here constantly, and then ooh, they did it. Sweet. Alright, sorry for all the movement. Put this one here, this one here, and this in the middle. Out of that view. Now, go on to this. Swear when I was messing around with this, we had... Alright, we're gonna then do this. Where is it? Here it is. I mean, we don't necessarily even need that, but I mean, we might as well put it there. It'll make directional things a little bit simpler. Anyway, let's rotate that, flip. Whoa. There we go. And then that'll be our first new addition to our new elevated power source. Like it. And then it'll also open up a couple of jobs because that's just going to be 8 people, but I feel like we need more of those so that we can get this going. And then I want to see how big these are. Because usually what I do with these is I stack them. But we can put 1. Yeah, 2, 3. Then we'll need... and stack those, but that's fine. And then this is basically to attach it to the rest of our power source. Like, this is how we're going to be doing that. Once I figure out what else we need, because like I said, we got a lot of materials here. I might need to upgrade this, but I mean, even then, having this amount, the only reason why this is dipping is because obviously we're building another giant hole down here. How are they doing? Not too bad. Yeah, I'm gonna have to figure this out soon. Yeah, that's not too bad. Deal with that. That looks good. Alright. Oh man. Getting through this drought is a little bit boring. I'm not gonna lie about that. We need... what do we need? We need... apparently we need to blow this TNT. Yeah, so I honestly did think when you open this up, it would just automatically flow. I did. I thought that was a thing. But apparently it's not, so. Let's get this going. The right thing. Alright, cool. I am going to this because I think at this current point in time we are done. And then how do I want to do this? Because if I remember correctly, the issue with this... oh wait, but they have... okay, they're right there. Only issue is going to be these top two pieces. Okay, so we should be good here. Where are we at? Hopefully we'll be able to do something with that. I want to see if we are able to actually build. We are. I wonder if that'll help. I think that should be fine. Alright, so they should be able to reach this now, hopefully. And then I just place oh pathway. Always gotta be. Ooh, we might not be able to do it because of that. Do this one. Oh no, it'll fit just fine. It will fit just fine. And then for the time being, and then we'll get rid of these as they go, but it'll be important to have all these powered up. Seriously, I hate when it does that. Can I do recipes? Okay, we're gonna do bolt chassis, bolt limbs, and bolt heads. And then I'm gonna need alright, we're gonna repath this out real quick. Because I want this to look a little bit different. We're going to keep that one. And then get rid of all of that. And actually get rid of all of that. Oh no. I just... Alright, so then... We're going to come up here. Oh. We're gonna get ones. 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 Then we'll do twos here. There we go. I like it. And then this will be where we store this stuff. Well, this stuff. Oh, we probably need one more thing. I'm gonna get rid of this because we're probably gonna do this a couple of times. Wood. Yeah, we're gonna need this. And then I need a paper mill. Oh man. Seriously, this is why I hate the paper mill. Nope, can't put it there. But, wait a minute. Hold the phone. Hold the phone. Rotate. I'll probably need the right size. I like where this is going. I really, truly do. This is actually looking I don't know what I'm thinking right now. Besides the fact that this looks excellent. This has the potential to be a really amazing idea. At least I think so. And then we'll need a 1 right there. What did I use? And then I get that's 1 lower, but that's what these are for. Bam. And then now we have access to this. And we can do stupid things like this. And then if we wanted to, we could put another paper mill there. And then we could put... yep, always have the problem child. And, ooh, it does work. Okay, okay. Bam. I like it. Alright, so that'll be how that works, and then they have a pathway right there, and it, yep, everything looks good. And then I think it's time that we do this, and I understand we are going through a buttload of planks right now, and I get it, but I don't really care right now. And then we can path that out. And then that was kind of always to be the purpose anyway. But I like putting the food right here because, I mean, it's easier access. Zip line down, bam, get food, get water, and then hop back on the zip line and go where you need to go. So we'll have all this stuff being taken care of. Obviously our planks are taking a huge hit, which we're going to get most of them back, so I'm not too terribly worried. It's more of just finishing this part out. And once they finish this out, then, like, yeah, we'll start, or I'll eventually start, doing the math to get this all figured out. And they're actually going to go row by row. Okay. I didn't think that they were going to do all that. Oh, we have 4,000 water, but we're running out in other places. And then we have enough water. We could open this up and send it back this way. That's an interesting idea. Oh, we finally got low enough, but we're at 4,000. We're basically 1,000 low with 1 day. We're good to go. No problems there. I am going to set this on, I'm going to set these two at a little bit higher priority because I do want them to get these built, because I feel like having 11 babies, perfect job for those two to go into. And then we can delegate obviously a little bit down, but having a buttload of builders, I feel like, once again, like I said, I don't completely understand it, because I feel like we should have a set of builders down below, set of builders building this maybe, or whatever, you know what I mean? Like, they should be everywhere, but they're not. So I'm gonna make all that catalyst. And then I think what we're going to end up doing is building this right here. And then getting rid of all this, and then probably trying to put a storage tank. Yeah, we put a storage tank right here. Just have to get rid of all this junk. Get rid of that one. Yeah, we're getting rid of a lot of stuff, and like I said, this has been a problem. And I mean, what can you really honestly do when you have like a freaking, what was it, 30-day drought? Like that's the epitome of hard. Like that's what makes this hard, is the fact that we have the, you know, obviously it's coming on cycle 30 or 33, so is it really all that bad? But all I'm hoping for is that the next one doesn't come until like 8 days, just to give us a little bit of boost on our other stuff. And what I mean by other stuff, like our water level back up, because having it this low kind of sucks, and it takes us almost pretty much 3 days just to get down there. And I think this is going to be the first time that we actually get to watch this flow out. Maybe. Flowing? Look, it's flowing. Look, there it goes. Let's see if we see any tiger stripes. It's gonna need a second to kind of get going, but working its way down. Very slowly, I might add. But working its way down nonetheless. And it's starting to turn some power here, so we're getting that going. I don't see any tiger stripes though, so I think we did a good job. Uh-oh, tiger stripes. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. There it is. Alright, slight problem, but I don't know what that's going to do. Alright, we need to... I didn't know that that didn't get built. Oh, that was probably where the stairs were, in all honesty. So, I mean, that kind of makes sense. Let's get this going. Kind of crazy that that amount of alright, so one mistake, not too bad, I can live with that. But other than that, it's doing what it's supposed to do, and it's not like it can flow off anywhere else. I don't even know if the water underneath there can be, it's just gonna have to drain on its own. But yeah, we need to get that hole fixed, so but I mean, that small mistake, I think I can, like, I mean, that's pretty much, I can live with that. I mean, not necessarily what you want, but I mean, out of that massive project, yeah, I can live with that. I can live with that. Oh man, I don't know what I did, but man, my nose is just, it's completely stuffed. And I hate it. I hate it so much. Like I said, I have no idea what I did, but can't breathe out of my nose. So, for right now, I'm a mouth breather, and I do apologize for that, but I mean, there's real, like I said, there's not a whole lot I can do about that. Alright, so those tiger stripes, those are tiger stripes. Oh, we got 3 days to. We got 6 days. How are we doing on water? We're doing pretty bad. Considering that we didn't fill up Jack. Why? Oh, wait a minute. Why are we flooding? Get back up to the. What are we flooding from? Better question. Everything should have been flowing nice and smoothly. That's interesting. It's like one of our water tanks just exploded and just had water come out everywhere. How are we doing over here? Bad. Like I said, we're doing really good, but I think it was buttering us up just to get that, 30-day bad tide going, because when I did the last video, we had we had 2 droughts that built us up. So we had 2 droughts, and then before leading up to those 2 droughts, we had 30 days. Or not 30 days, we had 8 days to fill up everything. So we had 8 days, which would fill this up, fills this up, fills this up, and then, I mean, everything was full. All of our water ports were full, which was fantastic. But before that, we're getting hit, we're getting basically 6 days to prepare, and then we're getting hit with the drought, and then getting hit with it was bad. But good news is we get a chance to deal with, we get a chance to see what exactly will happen when this is flowing bad water and this is flowing bad water, because we haven't gotten to see that yet, so that'll be exciting. It'll be a new interesting thing to witness. Not quite sure why this ain't flowing. Oh, now there we go. But once we get rid of this, then I guess we could bomb this out. We could bomb this out over here. Because my original thought process was to put these things going over here and then hooking up the power, and then this being this stretch. But because we converted this to over here, and I mean, it works. It has access to the gravity batteries. It has access to this. Soon it will have access to this, but I mean, we gotta get that stuff built first. But I mean, all in all, really it's not too terrible. This point in time, we can go and make, because we did a pretty good job of this, we can lower level this sucker up, if my mouse will let me click. Yeah, we'll lower that up so when they don't have anything to do, then yeah. But right now I kind of want surface level things focused on, because we need certain things focused on. because we ain't, there's no way we're building up all the water. I mean, we'll get it close to, we should fill up our water sources. Shouldn't be a problem with that. Let's get rid of that. Apparently, that's a problem. That's a real problem. Alright, there's where the beavers go in. So let's get rid of this. That is so much material. No. Alright, now let's go to storage. And we can move this right here. Alright, I want to pause that just so we can get this going and water and then obtain. Alright, let's see how all of this works. That works out really well. That actually works out really well. Still flows out. It flows out very smoothly. I like it. We did a good job. This was a good idea. Need to figure out why this is turning red. I mean, it's a tiny little spot. Maybe it's just because of this. Just for the heck of it. Oh, that might be why. Up. There you go. That'll do it for you. And then let's add one of these. Be fine. Even though our wood is in like crisis mode and like barely hanging on. How many days? Okay, so that was like 18 days. See, that's what I've been saying is like we'll get 6 day good tides, and then it'll give us about, like I said, it'll give us about 18 days. Hit that up and then do it again. And it's just, it's enough to keep basically our beaks wet, but like every time we're draining water. So it gives us problems, and that's the part that sucks. It gives us a bunch of problems. But for the most part, I mean, that's full. That's full. Go down here, all this junk is full. That's got 290 in it, but I mean, that's still pretty good. Those are all full. Maybe we should put a thing over there full of chestnuts. But yeah, this is in hopes of, like, obviously they can get down here, they can do all this stuff, but I needed them to be able to reach these posts, and it doesn't look like they're able to. I mean, they should, right? They should be able to reach them. These ones, I don't think so, but those aren't the ones I'm really worried about. It's all the other ones. Alright, we need 200 more water because this ain't getting built anytime soon. None of this is getting built. Okay, we got that built, so we can then destroy this one. And pick all that junk up. Then we can go in, get rid of that pathway. That's the way I like it. Oh, no. Oh, yes, we could put one there. And one there. Then we can go to well-being. Nope. Decorations. Rotate this. Do that. Put a scarecrow in right here. I think that's facing the right way. And then put a lantern in right there. And that'll work just nicely, I think. And it kind of gives them back a few things that we took away from them. So, it is what it is. Whoa. You see how fast those things popped up? Holy cow, that was crazy. Planks and metal and biofuel. Okay, well, if we could get these built, that would definitely help the whole process of the reason we're not building any of this. Alright, we're gonna try that and hopefully that does something. And then at this point, I think it's important that we let's actually get rid of this, because then that would help what I'm trying to do here. And we'll do that. Because we can't do anything with this because we don't. Oh, this one can be built. The legs can be built. It's just the chassis can't be built until these get built. And then they built. Okay, sweet. So no, they did not build this. I need them to build that. So once they get this built, then I can do another storage. But I need this staircase built so they can actually get up there. Hey, wait a minute. Look at this. Oh, and all kinds of cool things. Seriously, 2 planks. We're probably out of planks. Yep, out of planks, out of logs. Alright, I think this one can go out 1, 2, 3, 4, and so this. Wait. One. Or yes. Wait. Then where is it? Put that there. And this can go out 1, 3, Or right here. This one needs to go. One, 4, right. I think I jacked that up. Alright, give me a second. I'm going to pause this real quick. Alright, I think I got it. I'm gonna mess around with that just a little bit. And then I've also seen that. Alright, so in order to do whatever, I'm gonna drill underneath this. And basically what we're going to do is start here. And we're going to go down. And I think I'm going to have to start right there. And we'll make this a higher priority. And then we'll go down one level and we'll make this a normal priority or whatever. And then we're going to have to do the same thing. Ooh, it worked. Alright, so cool. Get rid of all this. Yes. This. Storage over here. And then we are going to make this that. And this needs to be highest priority. So I'm going to try to get my planks back because obviously we need a buttload of them. And yeah, it's just obviously we're running into one problem after another. After this video ends, I'm going to go down below, like where we're digging out that giant hole, and I'm going to try to get most of our planks back by strategically, hopefully, I gotta figure out where you're at. I don't know where this is. You moron. Alright, good news. Dead beaver. Oh, he did die. Alright, sweet. That's probably the worst thing you could ever say. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bing, yep. Yeah, I'm gonna work on that. Obviously, we need a massive tree farm. And I don't think I have any cutters down here or a place to put a cutter. We could put a gatherer right here. Actually, put 2 of them. How far can you reach? Alright. We'll cut down. We'll cut down that section. And then I'll work on it, and then once they cut it down, then we'll reset and all that fun jazz. Because we obviously have more than enough chestnuts. I want to say we're actually full of chestnuts. I think it's this one, yep. Yeah, we're missing 5. So, and we're pretty much at max water, which doesn't really mean a whole terrible lot for us, but once this gets built, we'll put our storages up there. Make the biofuel. Okay, so are we able to use the catalyst and then they can just use, or does it have to be biofuel? That's a question that I guess will need to be answered. Yeah, I mean, this build, I continued building obviously, and it probably was a bad idea until we kind of bounced back log wise, but I mean, it is what it is. It's kind of part of the game is to do that. And I mean, at one point we had like 1.6 logs, so I mean, and we had 1,000 planks, so you can see how fast, once you start doing your mega builds, how fast you burn through a lot of your resources. It definitely doesn't, it creates a problem. Let's see. I mean, let's try this. See how well that works. That takes water. Yikes. That's a problem. I mean, I know I'm saying that's a problem. We have 5K, but I'm not trying to burn through all of our water. You know what I mean? So, problems. Here we go again. Alright, well, we got biofuel coming, so hopefully these guys can start making whatever it is that they do over here. And he'll give them biofuel, 2 potatoes, 2 water, 3 hours. Holy cow, that's actually not bad. What's the other one? The conversion rate on this one? 1 extract, 1 maple syrup, 3 catalyst. But how long does that? I think the catalyst lasts longer than biofuel. I think that's why it's so much more, I guess, worthy. I don't really know the proper terminology there, but I think that it's more, it's like diesel and gas. Catalyst is the diesel and biofuel's the gas. I just don't think it lasts as long. So we'll see how well that works. This, since there's nothing in it, I want to get rid of that. I wanted to get rid of that last episode, but we were full of gears and it just, so we'll get rid of this and see how well that works out, because obviously we need those materials. Oh, we probably also need, is that where it is? No, I think it's in the well-being. We need a tooth grinder. Yeah, we'll put it right there. Are we able to put one around here? Because, I mean, they're coming out of that hole. We can put one right here. Yeah, we'll put one right there. That'll work out. I mean, it's close to the entrance. So, alright. Put this in 1x speed. You know the drill. Hit that thumbs up if you like it. Hit the, comment section and write down your comments of what you think I'm doing wrong, what I could do better. You know the role. I do appreciate you guys watching it, and then until next time, enjoy your time, and I'll see you then. Later.